You ever try explaining subtraction to someone? It's like one of the easiest things you can explain. If I have 3 things and I take away 2 things, I have 1 thing. Please don't unsubscribe. So if subtraction is so freaking easy, why does subtraction of vectors look like this? Well, it's because vectors aren't exactly like numbers. Remember that vectors have a number portion, or a magnitude as we call it, but they also have a direction. Now, when their directions are the same, subtracting vectors is as easy as just subtracting the magnitudes. A vector with a magnitude of 3 minus a vector with a magnitude of 2 is equivalent to a new vector that has a magnitude of 3 minus 2, or 1, and has the same direction as the original 2 vectors. But when 2 vectors have different directions, like these, it's not so easy. Instead, we need a new method that I'm going to walk you through in this video. Like, right now. In another video, I showed you how something called the tip-to-tail method can be used to add vectors. And like 190,000 of you watched this video, which is how you know it was a banger. And it's that same method that we're going to use here to subtract vectors, with another step that you won't want to forget. So let's say we have 2 vectors, let's call them u and v, and we want to find u minus v. The first thing we need to do is freaking roundhouse kick vector v to flip its direction by 180 degrees. Notice that the magnitude of this new vector hasn't changed, but the vector now has the opposite direction. Let's call it minus v now. Hello, minus v. Nice to meet ya. When we looked at adding vectors, I introduced you to the tip-to-tail method, where we picked up a vector and positioned it so that the tip of one vector touched the tail of the other. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. Since I have the luxury of being a pixel magnet guy on a whiteboard, I'm going to literally pick this u sucker up and move it so that its tip touches the tail of negative v. Now that we have our vectors in tip-to-tail position, I'm going to hobble my pixelated pants over to my resultant vector and place it from the tail of u to the tip of minus v. This resultant vector represents the vector subtraction of vector u minus vector v. Now, before you assume you've mastered vector subtraction, there's a really good question I want to ask you. And it's a question I get from those students who eagerly jump up and down like they just opened freaking DK Bonanza on Christmas morning, which is how you know it's a really good question, because that game is a freaking banger and a half. And that question is, what happens if you picked up and moved the other vector, minus v, and moved it instead of vector u? Would we get the same resultant vector? To explore this, let's pick up minus v and move it so that its tip touches the tail of vector u. Now, when we do this and we bring in our resultant vector, you can see that while the overall configuration isn't the same, the resultant ends up having the same direction and magnitude in both cases. So yeah, it turns out that subtraction of vectors is pretty simple if you understand the tip-to-tail method, and you remember that extra step of flipping the direction of the subtracted vector. But what happens if we complicate things a bit and start adding and subtracting multiple vectors? How the heck does that freaking work? Well, for the answer to that question, you're going to want to head over to this video right here, and I will see you there.